Hi, my name is Akila Pereira and I am a community open source developer working for Sahana Software Foundation. I made this video to demonstrate my work on a project called Vesuvius Air. This project, Vesuvius Air, is an extension for the project Dynamic Portable Lab, which I developed during Google Summer of Code 2013. And I would like to acknowledge my mentors, Chamindra De Silva and Ramilu Deshapriya, who supported me throughout the period and even beyond. So let's move on to project goals. So the main goal of this project, Vesuvius Air, is to facilitate team collaboration through Vesuvius Portable and also provide easy access to a portable Vesuvius instance via Wi-Fi, and also provide a user-friendly collaboration environment for Vesuvius Portable. And the final outcome of this project is an extension for Vesuvius Portable that creates a Wi-Fi hotspot with a single click that will allow external users to access and work on a portable Vesuvius instance. The reason that I'm working on this project is that uh, when we create a portable instance to be taken into a disaster zone, one major disadvantage is that only one user will be able to work on a particular portable instance. But usually emergency responders work as a team, so they need to collaborate. But the problem is, right now Vesuvius Portable will only run on a particular machine and no other user will be able to connect to that. But through this project, I'm hoping to provide means, uh, facilitate other users to collaborate with the portable instance as well. So these are the tools I have used. Dual DHCP DNS server, which is an open source project, licensed GPL version 2, and Microsoft Virtual Wi-Fi adapter, which is provided by Microsoft, and also these Windows system utilities, one netsh command and WMI library for Windows platform. So let's see how this works. So this is the operational workflow. First of all, the user has to enter a Wi-Fi SSID and a password. So this Wi-Fi SSID is the one that will be broadcasted, and other users who are using Wi-Fi enabled devices will list this they will see this Wi-Fi SSID, and they will have to use this password to connect to this Wi-Fi access point. And once the user click on the start button, it will create a wireless hosted network. It basically means a virtual wireless access point. This virtualization of a physical wireless adapter, you can create more than one virtual Wi-Fi access points. So one advantage is that you can still connect to another access point and still host this access point, virtual access point as well. And the next step is it will run dual DHCP DNS server. Well, this software uh, has a dual stack servers, one for DHCP that will assign IP addresses to clients that will connect to this access point, and also a DNS server that will resolve host names into IP addresses. So this is what happens when a client connects to this access point. So first it will broadcast a DHCP discover packet, and then this hosted network will reply with a DHCP offer unicast, and then it will request for DHCP request broadcast, and finally this hosted Wi-Fi access point will reply with a DHCP acknowledge unicast. So in the end, the client will get an IP address in the range 192.168.183.2 to 192.168.183.254, I have used this private IP network 192.168 so that it will not have any conflicts with other public IP addresses. And trick here is that this DHCP server will will reply with this particular DNS address 192.168.183.1, which is the IP address of the uh, machine that is running Vesuvius Portable instance. And also it's the same with default gateway and DHCP server. So this Vesuvius Portable instance, which is also running this DHCP server and DNS server, will be listening on this particular IP address. So let's see what happens when a user wants to connect to this Vesuvius Portable instance via Wi-Fi. So the user first will have to connect to this access point using that particular password, and then he will need to go to open a browser and type in this very short URL, http://vesuvius into the browser. So once he enters that, the browser will send a DNS query to host Vesuvius, and that query is received by the DNS server, which is running on the machine that also runs a Vesuvius Portable instance, and then it will send a DNS reply for host Vesuvius. So in this DHCP server, I have added an entry for the hostname Vesuvius with the IP address of itself. So it will reply that particular IP address to the client, and then the client can send an HTTP GET request to this particular IP address. And the important part is once that HTTP GET request is received by the Vesuvius Portable instance, it will automatically redirect that client to the correct base UUID URL. Well, as you may know, I'm using Windows machine name as the base UUID for a portable Vesuvius instance, so the client will be automatically redirected to that. And this Windows machine name is also resolved by this DNS server into its IP address. So for testing, I have so far tested this on Microsoft Windows 7 and 8, and also for server editions, Microsoft Windows 2008 server. Well, one drawback of this method is that you'll need to have at least Microsoft Windows 7 or higher, and in server editions it's Microsoft Windows 2008 server or higher to run this, because I'm using this Microsoft Wi-Fi virtual adapter to accomplish this task. So this particular Wi-Fi adapter is implemented only on systems that are running Windows 7 or higher. So let's move on to a demo. So this is my portable Vesuvius app. See the Vesuvius executable file here. I'll just double click on that. So now it will load Vesuvius instance, and we see the dashboard here, and you see that there's another new menu item called Vesuvius Air. So I'll launch that. Well, here I have included a small description about what this tool does, and here you can enter the network name SSID, which will be broadcasted, and the password that external users will have to enter when connecting to this access point. So here I have used SSID as Sahana Wi-Fi, and password is test1234. So I'll start this. You need to have admin privileges to start this. Now it's loading. Okay, it's a suffix. Now Vesuvius Air has started. Now external users will see this particular SSID in their Wi-Fi available Wi-Fi access point list. Now if we go to control panel, network and sharing center, you see that there's another Sahana Wi-Fi access point network created. So if we go to that, we see that it has an IP address 192.168.123.1 and DNS server is the same. So it seems to be working fine in this machine. Now let's see how can we connect to this Wi-Fi access point by another device. Now you see that we have created a new Wi-Fi access point called Sahana Wi-Fi. This is the laptop that is running Vesuvius Portable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to connect to this Wi-Fi access point from another computer. Here we have another laptop machine running Microsoft Windows 7. So right now this machine is not connected to any network. So let's see available Wi-Fi list here. You see that Sahana Wi-Fi it's now listed, so we can connect to this. Now it asks for the Wi-Fi password. The password is test1234. I'll type it in and press enter. Okay, now we are connected to Sahana Wi-Fi access point, wireless access point. So if we take a look at wireless connection status, we see that it has obtained an IP address from the DHCP server, and the IP address is 192.168.183.2, and the default gateway is the IP address of the machine that is running Vesuvius Portable, and DHCP server and DNS server are the same. So now what we have to do is I'll open a browser window and I'll just type in Vesuvius / you see that I got redirected to the base UUID, that is the Windows machine name of the machine that is running Vesuvius Portable. In this case it is Aquila Lab. So it is easier for the users to actually access Vesuvius Portable instance. So rather than just type in a long base UUID, they can just type in Vesuvius and they will be automatically redirected to this base UUID. So I want to show you how this works. So if we type in let's send a DNS query for Vesuvius. So you see that when I send this DNS query, it replies with the IP address of the machine that is actually running Vesuvius Portable. So this reply is coming from the dual DHCP DNS server. So this DNS server is actually responsible for resolving this hostname Vesuvius into its IP address, that is 192.168.183.1. So that's it for the demonstration. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Thank you.